What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. My name is Splattercat, and we're here playing the final episode of our Sang Froid LP. That's right, it is Christmas Eve. What a terrible, terrible Christmas Eve. What a terrible night for a curse, to make a Nintendo reference. But anyways, we're going to jump straight in because this one's a little bit longer, more drawn out. There's some things we have to explain, so there's going to be a few stipulations to the overall process and the way that this goes down. So how this works is we actually have to stay with our sister because we have to put her on a bed of leaves. We've also got to use the eyes to fight with the final boss, which is a super badass. It almost looks like the aliens from Alien. That's really what it kind of reminds me of, but it's invisible. We can only see it with the glasses on, so that's kind of nasty. But let's pet Arnold for good luck, because we're definitely going to use it. There we go. And so let's do this thing. Chapter 20, The Monster and the Prophetess, December 24th.
Josephine, I don't know if you can hear me, but I can tell you, Joseph is safe.
The invisible beast is looking for us. It's very close. It's coming. No fortress can resist it. We have to hide in the forest.
If you say so. But the weather's murder outside, and you're so weak. I feel you'd break in two if I carry you.
The forest! The forest! That's our only hope.
Okay, prophetess. I understand.
Alright, so let's get our planning done here. This first wave is actually not going to be so bad, but we're starting from this location here. It says you'll start the location near the bed of branches for your sister, if I could read properly. My brain was like, nah, I don't really want to decipher these strange symbols that you put in front of me. For this first turn, I'm actually just going to fight them as they come. They're not that bad. There's only 4 of them. We're just going to stand here and we will fight them as they come along. Let's go spend some money first and foremost, though. We don't have any desire to be thrifty. This is the last mission, so let's spend. Let's get ourselves a ton of health potions. I think that's probably going to be in our best interest. So 6 of those should get us by, I think. We should probably also grab... Well, what do we have here? We have a sprint speed increase, and it's labeled with a sticky note. I would never drink any alcohol that's labeled with a sticky note. That's a horrible idea. Let's go ahead and we'll take the caribous, too. Why not take the caribous? We're going to go into this one stocked and ready and loaded for bear. Well, not loaded for bear. We're loaded for wolf, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So let's grab the remainder of his bullets. I mean, I strongly doubt we're going to fire 56 bullets, but who knows what you're going to need the hardware for after this. I mean, after I'm not controlling them, in my mind, they go off into their little lives and they do their thing. I always thought that was weird, how with stories, we never think about the end game. Like, after the movie's over, you never think about what happens to the characters after the movie. You're just like, yeah, whatever. Now, we've got our... Let's see, we've got the St. Crepod's Magic Axe, so we don't need anything here. Let's go ahead and enchant some bullets real quick, though. I'd like to have at least 10 enchanted bullets for the time being. So we will enchant the hell out of everything we can. I sense pagan energy around this item. My blessing would be useless. Well, fine then, if you want to be negative about it. We've got 10 bullets now. And so let's head back to the Native American village. We don't really need to buy anything from them because we have Crepod's Axe, but we need to get ourselves a few more silver bullets, which might be nice to have on hand. It might also be cool to buy one of their little crazy necklaces that'll do something cool for us. That one protects our HP. That one gives us HP, which I think I'm going to do. That one gives us more fear factor. Yeah, let's give ourselves some more HP. We'll equip that one after this run. Let's grab 5 of those, I guess, and that should just about do it for us. So let's go back to our planning map and we'll talk about how we want to tackle this thing. This is a mission that I have very little expertise with. And so this first wave, we're just going to fight things as they come. We've got more than enough healing items to where I think we'll be alright. We're going to save the AP, though. These guys aren't going to get near us very quickly. These other guys we should be able to take out left and right without any problem. So for wave 2, we've got a set of what looks like Wendigos that are headed towards this location here. So how I'm going to deal with them is I think I shall put down a ballista here. And we'll fight the second one, although I could possibly get away with a second ballista, like over here after I take the first shot. If I can run away quickly enough, I can take the shot at the second one. We're going to hold on to our AP for now, though, and we'll figure that out after we get done. So wave number 3. Wave number 3, let's see here. Wave number 3 is going to be a little bit precarious, but I think what we can do is we will just bait the buggers in with a spike trap. So there's that. The second group over here is going to the church, so they're actually crisscrossing one another right now. Ooh, I don't know if the bait is going to block the Wendigos. I don't think it will. I think the bait is useless with Wendigos. I can't tell you for sure, but I'm pretty sure it is. So let's put it right there. And just hope that the little buggers don't smell it. The Wendigos anyways. And if these three choose to run by, I don't know what we're going to do. We'll scoot it over a tad. Put it over here just a little bit. There we go. That should draw the attention. I don't think I'll have time to be able to put in enough, but that should wound enough of them to where I can just handle the situation altogether by standing right there. These cats are going to cross over somewhere around the ice bridge, it looks like. So let's go ahead and we'll put a bait down in here, and then we'll spike trap that. And anything that's left over, we'll stand right here, and we'll just kind of deal with the problem as it comes. Our wind is going to the west, so we don't have anything to worry about there yet. Wave numero cuatro. We've got 6 of those guys. Not an enormous problem, but one that will have to be dealt with. And then we've got these wolves right here, which are all going towards the lumber mill. What we might consider for handling them is possibly a bait right here, and then a mortar at this location, maybe? And then we'll target the bait with that mortar. Might want to think about dropping a second one in there, possibly. It's not going to let me do that, is it? Well, damn you then. Damn you then, sir. Let's see what we can do then. There we go. So in either case, we'll end up killing something. Buy ourselves a little bit of time. I don't think we're going to need it, but it's worth a shot. And then we'll stand our ground up here and just deal with them. Wave number 5. Looks like we've got a grouping of wolves here that are all headed towards that location. I'm going to double bait right here. And then maybe a second mortar for this one. Where do I need to be for this? Oh, I'm going to have to be over here. Okay. So that's not too terrifying. I will target the second bait, though, I think. And we're looking a little low on the old APs, but I think we'll be alright. And we've got 2 Wendigos up here, which are coming from 2 different directions towards Chicken Farm. We're going to firewall this guy so that he has to come back the same direction as this dude. I think. He may not like it, but we're going to force him. Really? He's going to go all the way around and over to here just to avoid it, huh? Okay, whatever you say, Chief. That's the path we want him on, because we want this to go down the exact same way as it did in the previous playthrough. So what we'll do is we'll try and situate ourselves over here after that last round. Set up a couple of these bad boys. And that leaves us with 30 AP left, which is exactly the amount we needed for this right here. So I think what I'll do is I'll put a second one right there. Alright, and so I think we're good. Let's go ahead and take a look at our skill list for now. I don't really know what it's going to be pertinent to re-equip ourselves with, but I think I'll upgrade our carpentry just to make sure in case anything goes wrong here that we don't have any problems. We need to equip our necklace, so there's 10 more HP to make our life a little bit easier. We've got St. Crapaud's axe equipped, we've got the double musket equipped, alright. And so this one's going to be a little bit tough. We have to shoot her with, or I'm sorry, we have to finish the final boss with a bullet soaked in our sister's blood, which while morbid is the only way to make this thing work, so I don't really know what that's all going to entail, I don't really remember, so we'll jump straight in and see what happens here. Deep in the forest.
It's here. It could only be the invisible beast. If I want to have a chance to defeat it, I've got to prepare myself. I've got the crazy eyeglasses to see it, St. Crapaud's axe to wound it, and for the coup de grace, can I really trust what the Maycan told me? You seem so weak, sister. But if I've interpreted right what the Maycan told me, the invisible beast can be defeated only if I give the coup de grace with a projectile dipped in your blood. If you refuse, Josephine, tell me now. I only need a few drops. You have to hang on. I don't understand everything, but I'm sure if I kill the invisible beast, your illness will be cured.
Alright, so let's do this. I just realized I forgot to equip some of my consumables, but we will... Oh, never mind. It did it for me automatically. That's right. We were going to fight these guys. So let's get on... Oh, wrong way. Let's get on over here, and we will fight these gents as best as we can. We should aggro the ones on the right first. Or on the left, I guess. Oh, cool. We get the fun music for this. The music from the intro screen. I like that. Let's go over here and make sure that they don't get my sister, too. I want to make sure that they don't attack her while she's laying on her bed there, because that might be a problem. Let's go ahead and put some damage on this little bugger. And so that's one down, although we have taken a little bit of damage. Take a swing there. And they're probably all going to dive under unless I can get over there. Oh, maybe not. Alright. Yeah, they got it off before I did. Nope. Didn't get him. Unfortunately. It's okay, though. We've got a lot of time on our hands, so I'm not incredibly worried about it. They're just wisps, so... Usually they can be handled quite simply through normal means. I don't know where the bullet dipped in my sister's blood is. I'm not really positive how we make that whole experience take place, and I accidentally just used my Taco Night attack, which is a little weak. It's a little weak. It's not something I'm happy about. Oh, we can dip from here. Is that how we do it? Alright, so now I know. We'll grab that a little bit closer to the end game here, and then we'll stand our ground at this location. We don't need to use our Udavi yet. They should smell us and fire pretty shortly. There's his first little Hadouken. And so before the second one gets here, I would prefer to deal a little... Oh, he's going to point blank me. That's nice of him. How pleasant of you, my little fiery friend. Take him out, and he's down now. And so for this next part, I need to be right here, as I recall. So we'll set ourselves up appropriately. Take a shot at this guy as best as we can while he tries to close the gap with us. Oh, they're pretty close up. Ooh, he's eating my bait. You jerk. Don't eat my bait. What are you doing, man? That's not cool. Probably should have shouted at the beginning of that, because the shortening of that bait is going to be a problem for me. So now he's stunned. We'll fall back to the second location. Oh, no! See if I can get up out of there. And he's going to try and get a freebie hit on me while I'm in it. So we'll knock him back, make a sprint for this location. There we go. We got him. Alright, so problem solved. What's going on in this wave, and where do I need to be? So we need to be... Oh, this is the wave that should solve itself, all things considered. And we're just going to stand up in the middle and see what happens here. So we should be alright. We'll go ahead and stand right next to our sister and wait to see what the overall aftermath of this situation is going to be. I am going to go down to my holy bullets just in case we get in trouble here. I'm a little worried about that bait back in and over there. If the bait does not hold out until they line up on the spike trap, it is going to be just a very, very unhappy Christmas Eve. So I think we should be alright. We're going to be cutting it close, but not that close, I don't think. Did we get all the ones over there? I think we got most of them. Alright, and so we're going to stand in this spot. We didn't get everybody, but we got most of them. What I'll do is I'll take a shot at him, put him down real fast. And then we'll put you down as well. We're going to let our rage charge up because I'm not really sure when I'm going to use my rage next. We'll dodge his strike and then put him down as well. And let's see what we need for this wave. So this wave, I believe, was the mortar at the church, as I recall. So we'll go back and we'll man the mortar at the church. Hopefully I can get a shot off before these little wispy guys get to me. That might be a problem. But in any case, hopefully we can find ourselves a little bit of respite before this whole thing goes down. Are they going to go by Josephine? They might go by Josephine. In which case I'll shout right before they get here. If they're going around, however, though, no harm, no foul. Probably could have gotten away with putting this cannon out a little further away. We'll keep an eye on it, though, and we'll take our shot when we have our opportunity. Alright. Oh, one of them accidentally stepped on one of my traps. That works. So we'll fire the mortar. And we got them all. Alright, so let's fall back for a moment and take a look at this location here. Dodge that ridiculous swath of fireballs. And then we are going to need an O to V pretty soon. And they are just going to chain stun me, it looks like. But we're going to lay them down with an AoE attack, which is really, really good, actually. The Sasquatch Kiss is amazing. It's a great investment. The chain knockdowns in this game are something that I wish would be remedied by the developers. The chain knockdowns, I'm okay if I don't dodge a hit, but the moment I get hit and punished for something that I couldn't really change anyways, that's when I start to get a little cross. We'll leave that guy right there. And I need to be set up over at the next location, at the Crazy Man's hut for this next part. So what we'll do is we'll kite him back that way a little bit. And once we're there, we're not going to be making use of our pulley systems and our zip lines as of yet, but I think we should be okay just kiting him back a tad. But anyways, as I was saying, I wish that, like, after you got knocked down back to back, because that time I got knocked down the instant I stood back up, so there was really no way for me to get out of that situation. I understand it's a trap game. They have to put in, you know, detriments for getting hit, but the punishments for getting hit at this point are pretty brutal. Now, what's going on with this wave? This wave, we've got a couple of these frosty little buggers coming up to see us. And they have a pretty long distance to go, so we should be able to set up on the mortar and just kind of hang out. I put 2 baits down there. I probably shouldn't have. I probably should only put down 1. I'm not terrified of the results, though, so it should turn out okay. I would like to charge up another rage hit before we get to the final boss. I would absolutely love that, but I can't guarantee that that's the way it's going to go down. Okay, so our first bait is already being gnawed upon. Let's see what I can do over here real fast. I should be able to draw them slightly away. And that should get them off our trail for just a little bit here. And the moment they step on there, we fire. And everybody holds their breath, and down they go. Those lovely, lovely booby-trapped mortars. Funsies, funsies, funsies. I should probably reload in between this round and the next, but haven't quite gotten around to it. Let's kid and give them a little bit of a juke right there. See what kind of lovely damage we can deal on our fiery little amigos. There we go. And so they're all down now. I used a rage attack. I know that I fell back on a plan that I said I wasn't going to. Oh no. We're not able to go around these little berms right here. Sometimes the movement can be a tad sketchy in the scheme of things, but we need to be over here, like right now. And so as soon as we take care of this, we're going to sprint back to our sister as far as we can, dip the bullet in her blood, and then we should be okay. Alright, so we got him. The next guy should be heading down this way, and he didn't hear the shot, which is going to work out in our favor. Because I'm going to take my time and reload my rifle really quickly while we wait. Alright, and so there we are. We've got 2 bullets on deck. I should fight this guy and get myself another rage attack, but haven't done it. Not going to do it. Just going to kind of take him out as he comes. There we go. And so now he's down. Let's head back to our sister, dip the bullet in the blood, and then we should be okay. Now there is a lingering problem here that we are going to have to deal with. The goggles do not have a permanent effect, so when you use them, guess what? You have to wait for the cooldown to function, so, oh god, he killed one of our buildings. That's fun. Alright, so we have to defeat the invisible beast. Let's go ahead and get bloody bullets here. I don't really know where he's at. Let's go ahead and throw down on some goggles here so that we can keep an eye on the horizon. Oh, there he is. Alright. Let's go ahead and deactivate those then. And so he's coming up this way. We should be able to get our goggle on before he arrives, though. We also want to drink our liquor. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll drink our damage liquor. Oh, and we've already gotten clipped, unfortunately. Oh, he's a quick guy. Alright, so let's put some rounds on him, or some damage on him anyways. And our goggles have worn off, so we're going to sprint around a little bit and just hope that he can't catch us until the goggles are back up. So let's injure him as well as we can for the time being. Run away a little bit. He does have a pretty sizable range, so that's something you need to watch out for. Watch out for his range because he will try and get you with it. He should be right behind us right about now. And get our goggles back on. Dodge that hit. Get back in here. Slice and dice a little bit. And then turn around and run away once again. We have a little bit of sprint left, so I'm going to try and put tracks in between us and him. I really, really, really don't want to eat any nasty hits in here because he does get freebies every now and again. Yeah, see that one right there? I don't think that actually hit. He's just going to spam on us for now. He's button mashing. That's how you know he's worried. We'll get him one last time and then we'll run away. And we should be able to light him up on this next go. Oh, there he is. We got a little shadowy picture of the bugger. And there we go. And so we've got him, and that's the end of the game as far as I know. Killing that big old nasty... Isn't it strange how I already mentioned this in a previous episode, but fur always seems to grow very, very... Fortunately for the Willies and the Jimmies. They always seem to be very concerned with conservatism. Apparently the video is going to be cut off halfway, and I don't know why it's doing that. But that's just loverly.
Josephine, the curse has been broken.
I had a dream, Jack. I heard our mother. She told me that Joe and you were watching over me and that no harm would come to me.
Let's just say it took a little doing, but it'll be a cold day in hell before the devil gets the best of the O'Carrolls. Now let's get back to the village. Joe'll sure be happy to see you again.
Oh my god, this buggy game. It's weird that it cut off the top half of the screen for just this cinematic. It's never done that before. God.
Jack, take your brother outside and you lads have a look at the stars for 5 minutes. 'Tis the doctor I need to talk with. So there's nothing to save them, Doctor? Nothing at all?
For the mother, I can do nothing. But for the daughter, maybe there's a way. I will save her if, in return, you and your 2 sons pledge yourselves to do me a little service later, when I ask for it. The time has now come to remind my debtors of their old promises.
Alright, so roll credits and that's it. We're all done. I apologize about the closing cinematic. That's a disgusting bug that really frustrates me, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it. I may try and find it on the internet maybe, and I'll just splice it in with some editing, but that being said, I'll see you guys later. Take care out there, everybody, and thank you for joining me in this playthrough of Sang Froid.